Very good morning, students. Now we'll start. We are discussing electron displacement in covalent compound. Successfully, we have completed the electron displacement across a covalent bond. That is nothing but your inductive effect and various of its applications. Now it's the time to discuss about electromeric effect, another type of electron displacement also, that is electromeric effect. So write down our heading, electromeric effect. First of all, this electromeric effect, it is a temporary effect. It is a temporary effect. A temporary effect which occurs instantaneously, at the demand of attacking reagent, and after the removal of such attacking reagent, the original condition of the substrate is restored. That means this process occurs, the change takes place in the presence of attacking reagent. Whenever the attacking reagent is again isolated, is again separated, then the original condition, the original system remains as such. System means that is substrate. So let us define a multiple bonding system, that is, let's say one alkene I am considering over here. This one is carbon double bond is there. This one is nothing but one of your alkene. Is that clear? So in presence of attacking reagent, I can write in presence of attacking reagent. Clear? So this pi electron, this is sigma and this one is pi electron. This pi electron can be shifted towards either of the carbon atom, leading you carbon, single bond carbon, a pair of electron over here, this species. So in the absence of attacking reagent, when the attacking reagent is removed, I can write in the absence of attacking reagent, or you can say whenever the attacking reagent is removed, reagent removed. Here you can say reagent added, then again you can get this alkene. So this is called electromeric effect, a temporary effect. It can be defined as, otherwise it may also defined as, the complete shifting of pi bond or pi electrons towards one of the atom across multiple bond, across a multiple bond, across a multiple bond at the presence of an attacking reagent is called an electromeric effect, is called electromeric effect. Okay, this effect is temporary because after the removal of attacking reagent, the molecule again reagains its original condition or original condition is restored. So this one is a temporary effect. So what do we mean by this? The significance of such electronic effect, let us explain through example. For example, if I am writing this one CH2 double bond CH2, so you see this one is a symmetrical alkene, symmetrical alkene. So symmetrical alkene means same groups are present across carbon carbon double bond. So here if this pi electron gets shifted to this one, so what you will get? CH2 plus over here CH2 pair of electron minus. Second case, this pi electron can be shifted to this carbon also. So you can get again, if I write CH2 double bond CH2 and this pi electron let's say shifted to this carbon atom. So what you will get? CH2 minus single bond CH2 plus. So in case of symmetrical multiple bonded system, symmetrical alkene, the pi electron can be shifted to either carbon atom. But here you see in case of propene CH3 CH double bond CH2, here the pi electron shifting takes place towards this carbon atom, not this carbon atom. Why? Because you see the flow of electron due to plus I effect of such methyl group, this factor is the driving force for shifting the electron pairs towards this carbon atom. This is because due to electron releasing effect of methyl group, due to electron releasing effect of methyl group. So what will be? CH3 single bond CH plus over here definitely is single bond CH2 negative charge. This is the most probability electromeric effect. So what about this one? CH3 CH2 CH double bond CH single bond CH3. Here you see there are two unsymmetrical alkyl groups. This one is ethyl group, has more tendency to release electrons than compared to methyl group. So definitely the shifting will take place in this direction. So the structure can be written CH3 CH2 CH plus single bond CH negative CH3. So this is the shifting of electron pairs, that is called electromeric effect. Okay, so copy it please. Next we will discuss types of electromeric effect. Clear? So types of electromeric effect. Students, again it is basically of two types. First one is plus E effect. Plus E effect means when the pi electrons are shifted towards the attacking reagent, is called plus effect. Is called plus effect. So let us explain through example. For example, if I consider an alkene CH3, let's say CH double bond CH2. Clear? So let's say I am treating it with an attacking reagent, that is proton H plus, as an electrophile or attacking reagent. So here these pi electrons are shifted towards the attacking reagent. Here this one is attacking reagent, this one is your attacking reagent. So pi electrons are shifted towards the attacking reagent. So what you will get over here? You can get CH3 CH double bond CH3. Clear? And this carbon atom gets positive charge. So you know why this pi electron gets shifted towards this attacking reagent. Methyl group has plus I effect, electron repelling effect, electron releasing effect. So the substitution of this proton will be at here, so that this one will be, this carbocation is from, this is called isopropyl carbocation. Isopropyl carbonium ion. We will discuss in a reaction intermediate while. So this one is propene, alkane system. Next, the second one, that is minus E effect. Second one, minus E effect. So it is quite opposite to that of above one. That means when the pi electrons are, when the pi electrons shifted away from the attacking reagent, So example, let us consider the cyanohydrin formation. Okay, let us consider the cyanohydrin formation. So cyanohydrin formation means, suppose one carbonyl group is there, C double bond O. So this group is there. Okay, so definitely this is polarized delta plus, delta minus. So if you treat with cyanide ion, Cn minus. Clear? So this is the attacking reagent, nucleophilic reagent. This one is our attacking reagent. So now you see this attacking reagent will approaches from this side, and the pi electron gets shifted in this direction. In the above case, the pi electron shifted towards the attacking reagent, but here the attacking reagent attached here, and this pi electron gets shifted away from the attacking reagent. The case is something different over here. So here, so you are getting, so this one is Cn and this one is single bond oxygen minus. So this is the case of minus E and plus E effect. Plus E means towards the attacking reagent, minus E means away from the attacking reagent. So this is electromeric effect. Clear? Students, so let us discuss very fundamental electron displacement effect, that is called resonance. Resonance means there exist several electronic structures for a particular compound, but none of these structures could able to explain all the known properties of that compound. So this is called resonance. So resonance means there exists the phenomenon in which two or more electronic structures are possible. Electronic structures are possible for a particular compound. For a particular compound, but none of them could able to explain all the known properties of that compound, all the known properties of that compound, is known as resonance. Clear? And these electronic structures somehow contribute some properties of that particular compound, so that these are known as contributing structures. So each electronic structures of that compound, is called contributing structure, or you can say resonating, or you can say canonical forms or structures. Each structure is known as canonical structures or contributing structures, or you can say resonating structures. For example, if I consider, let us consider in case of carbonate ion. Let us consider the structure of CO3 2- ion, carbonate ion. All the carbon oxygen bonds are equivalent. You see, if you consider its Lewis structure, then what was the structure of carbonate ion? Like this: C double bond O, oxygen minus. This is the structure of carbonate ion, CO3 2-. So now you see, since these are single bonds and this one is double bond, so what is our general consideration? All the bond lengths should be different, but practically all the carbon oxygen bond lengths are found to be equal. So this is due to resonance. You see how many structures you are getting. If this negative charge come here, then this pi bond come here. Clear? So the next structure can be written as C oxygen minus double bond O, but now this one becomes oxygen. Now the negative charge is between these two carbonate. Clear? Next, if this negative charge right now residing over initial case these two, right now these two, again these two. So if this negative charge come here, then pi bond goes like that. So what you will get? C double bond O, again this one is oxygen minus, again this one oxygen minus. Clear? So likewise, how many structures you have got over here? 1, 2, 3. So each structure are called resonating structures. So these three structures are known as your resonating structures. Or you can say contributing structures, or you can say canonical form of which one? Carbonate ion, CO3 2- ion. Clear? So due to these three resonating structures, so what is our expectation over here? So you see, the negative charge, the two negative charge is uniformly distributed throughout the molecule. Right now here, here, and in this structure here, here, and in this structure here and here. So negative charge is delocalized throughout the entire system. So there exists another structure that is due to the contribution of all these three contributing structures or resonating structures: carbon, oxygen, and this negative charge delocalization starts from here and occurs through the entire molecule. So this is CO3 2 minus. So right now you see there exists a single bond and some partial double bond character exists at the entire molecule, so that the bond length becomes same. Okay, which will coincide with the practical data that all the carbon oxygen bond lengths are same. That can be explained through resonance. Clear? Now let us consider the contributing structures of benzene. Okay, so let us consider in case of benzene. Let us consider in case of benzene. So in benzene, forget about that. In benzene, these are the contributing structures. Okay, so one like this one, so like this one, so one is this one, one is this one, another one is this one. So here you see this one is structure 1, structure 2, structure 3, structure 4, structure 5. These are 5 resonating, or you can say canonical forms of benzene. So these two are known as Kikuel structure as per the name of the scientist, and these 3 are known as Dewar structure as per the name of scientist. Dewar's structure. Clear? So what is the real structure of benzene? That could be explained through resonance. So you see, generally if I consider this one is benzene. So benzene has 3 alternate double bonds, 3 alternate carbon-carbon double bonds, and 3 single bonds are also there. So regarding bond length, what can you expect? C double bond C having bond length 1.34 angstrom. Clear? And carbon-carbon single bond length 1.54 angstrom. So how many carbon-carbon single bonds are there? 1, 2, 3. So these 3 single bonds should be 1.54 angstrom, 1.54 angstrom, 1.54 angstrom. And there are 3 alternate double bonds also. So these double bonds should have bond length 1.34 angstrom, 1.34 angstrom, and this one should be 1.34 angstrom. So this should be our real data. But practically it has been found that all the 3 carbon-carbon bond lengths in benzene, all the 3 carbon-carbon bond lengths in benzene are equal, that is 1.39 angstrom. So 1.39 means that is intermediate between 1.34 to 1.54 angstrom. Clear? How this bond length becomes equal? That is due to resonance. So due to resonance, that means the 6 pi electrons, these 6 pi electrons are uniformly distributed throughout the 6 carbon atoms. So the structure is like, so this means this circle inside the benzene represents the delocalization of pi electrons. This is the delocalization delocalization of pi electrons. Delocalization of pi electrons. Right now, if the structure of benzene becomes like this, then can you distinct any single bond, any double bond is there? No, all the carbon carbon bond lengths are equal, so uniformly distribution of pi electron is there, so that it satisfied 1.39 angstrom. That is the bond length of all 6 carbon carbon, all among the all 6 carbon atoms in benzene ring. Okay, so that's why this is called resonance, and these are called contributing structure or real. And what about this one? This one is the real structure which is obtained by the contributed structures, contribution of all the contributing structures. So this real structure is stable structure. This one is more stable than one of its canonical forms. That means with respect to original molecule, which one mostly contribute? This real structure mostly contribute. Clear? Then we will discuss conditions of resonance. That's very important. Conditions of resonance. Conditions of resonance. Conditions of resonance. So what are the basic points? Just note down. Points are: resonance hybrid or you can say real structure is more stable than the contributing structures. Next, the arrangement of atoms. The arrangement of atoms in all contributing structures, should be same. Next, all the atoms should lie in a single plane. That means the molecule should be planar one. That is, the molecule should be planar. All the atoms should remain in a single plane. And here, all the contributing structures have same number of unpaired electrons. Same number of unpaired electrons. Clear? All contributing structures do not contribute equally towards resonance hybrid. However, the most stable structure contribute more to the resonance hybrid. to the resonance hybrid. The structure having more number of covalent bonds is the most stable structure, stable structure, and contribute more to the real structure or resonance hybrid, you can say. Next point, the structure in which the charges, the like charges, in which like charges are present at an adjacent atom becomes unstable and has less contribution towards the resonance hybrid. Less contribution towards the resonance hybrid. Clear? Next, the structure in which the negative charge is located over more electronegative atom. The structure having negative charge density on more electronegative atom, and positive charge on less electronegative atom, is stable and contribute more towards the resonance hybrid. And the important point I forgot to write, that is the negative charge or lone pair electrons, the negative charge, or you can say pi bond or lone pair electrons participate in delocalization. And this delocalization is applicable if the system is conjugated. For resonance, the system should be conjugated one. For resonance, the molecule should be conjugated. Conjugated means either alternate double bonds are there. That means here single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, like this. This is conjugated system. Clear? And in this conjugation, there may be participation of a lone pair electron also. We will discuss. Okay. So you just copy these points. Conditions of resonance very important. Let us consider few conjugated systems where resonance taking place. Okay. Let us consider few examples. So examples in the sense, first one, let's say this one, CH2 double bond CH, CH double bond CH2. So you see how many double bonds are there here. So first one, there is double bond, single bond, next double bond. So this is conjugated system. So here the structure can be, this pi bond can be shifted here and this pi bond can be shifted here. So the structure you are getting CH2 plus over here, single bond CH, double bond CH, single bond CH2, pair of electron, negative charge. Clear? And another possibility that can be given as the plus sign over here, minus sign over here. The moving can be pi electron come to here and this pi electron here. So the structure can be another structure, CH2 minus CH double bond CH, single bond CH2 plus charge over here. So this is structure 1, structure 2 and structure 3. 3 resonating structures of butadiene. So if you need to draw its real structure, then there is the delocalization of this pi electron across 4 carbon atoms. So you can do like this, delocalization of pi electrons, real structure, or this is called a resonance hybrid. Resonance hybrid. Let us consider in case of phenol. Okay, so phenol, this one is the structure of phenol. So here you see this oxygen lone pair, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond. This is alternative systems or conjugated system. So here resonance is possible. This lone pair comes like this and this pi bond shifted here. So the next structure you are getting like this one, and pair of electron negative charge. This here double bond, oxygen, H, and here plus charge is there. Clear? And next structure I can do like this. This negative charge come here and this one coming like this. So the next structure you can get this one, pair of electron negative, double bond oxygen, OH plus charge is here. Clear? So look at these 3 structures, 1, 2, 3. So these are contributing structures. So if I consider these 2 structures, these 2 equal structure 2 and structure 3, which one is stable? So here you see the opposite charges are very close to each other. So once close to each other, so there will be force of attraction. So this structure becomes stable. Okay, so structure 2 is more stable than structure 3. Why? Because here the unlike charges are close to each other. In structure 2, unlike charges are close to one another, but here positive charge and negative charge away from each other. So unlike charges are away from each other. Clear? That's why structure 2 is more stable than structure 3. So now suppose we consider an alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde like this, CH2 double bond CH, C double bond OH. So this one is functional group alpha and beta. So this you can say alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. Clear? So let us do its resonating structure like this. This one is double bond, single bond, double bond. So this one is a conjugated system. So this pi bond can come here and this pi bond can shift it towards this oxygen. So what the structure you will get over here? CH2 plus, single bond CH, double bond C, oxygen, 3 pairs of electron negative charge, and hydrogen is this. So this one is structure 1 and this one is structure 2. Clear? The next structure I can do like this. This oxygen becomes plus. The next structure, if we assume this one is structure 1, structure 2. So next structure I can do, you see, if this double bond comes here and this pi bond comes here. So what is the structure? CH2 pair of electron minus single bond, CH double bond, C single bond oxygen. So here will be plus charge, and now this one is H. So this one is structure 3. So my question is, arrange these 3 structures by considering their stability. So no doubt the structure 1 is more stable because it does not carry any charge and maximum number of covalent bonds, more number of covalent bonds are there. Then the competition is between structure 2 and structure 3. Clear? So in structure 2 you see the negative charge is more electronegative atom, positive charge is less electronegative atom. So structure 2 definitely. Then that of structure 3, in case of structure 3, although it is more electronegative, still possessing positive charge, it is less stable. So less contribution towards resonance hybrid. And the final one, that is third. So this is the order of stability. Now let us discuss about what do we mean by types of resonance effect. Next, types of resonance effect. Types of resonance effect, like that of inductive effect, it is also known as plus M effect or plus R effect. Positive mesomeric effect or positive resonance effect. Here the atom or group donate electrons to the conjugated system, and acquires positive charge on it. Clear? For example, let us consider conjugated system like, for example, this one is, see students, aniline. Lone pair electron is there. Now this lone pair electron supplied to the conjugated system, this pi electron comes to any of the carbonyl carbon of the ring. So here pair of electron negative, double bond, nitrogen NH2, plus charge there after removal of pair of electron. So again this one is conjugated system. The electron moves in this manner. Pair of electron negative, plus charge is there. Next this negative comes here. Double bond, pair of electron, plus then negative charge come here, and this pi bond goes like that. So here single bond NH2. So these are the resonating structures, or you can say contributing structure. 5 resonating structures. So out of these 5 resonating structures, you see there exists a positive charge over this group, NH2 group. So I have told you, any group, if it supplies electrons to the conjugated system and get itself positive charge, so this is called positive mesomeric effect or positive resonance effect. So NH2 group, nitrogen atom, you can say the NH2 group acquires positive charge on it by providing electrons to the conjugated system, hence this type of effect is called plus M effecting group. NH2 group is plus M effecting group or plus R effecting group. Okay, so students, these are some groups having unshackled pair of electrons. They can, because these lone pair electrons can be donated through the conjugated system. So these are few positive mesomeric effecting groups, you just remember it. And task to you just do the resonating structures of phenol. That clear? And methoxybenzene, do it. These are the home task I am providing you, and mention which type of effect such groups showing. Okay. The next one is negative mesomeric effect, or this one is called minus R effect. Clear? If an atom or group withdraws electrons from the conjugated system, and acquires negative charge on it, that is called minus negative mesomeric effect. For example, if I consider again nitrobenzene students, nitrogen plus, and here you see the structures I can get. This pi bond goes like that. From delocalization system, electrons are withdrawing by this group, so you will get positive charge over here, double bond, nitrogen plus, oxygen minus, and oxygen minus. So here the bond here, this one is positive charge. Okay, sorry, so this bond is here, this bond is something like here, and now double bond, nitrogen plus, oxygen minus, oxygen minus. Right now this pi bond moves like in this manner, so you will get here will be bond plus charge here, nitrogen plus, oxygen minus, oxygen minus. Okay, so next structure it can be here. So the structure is like this. Here nitrogen double bond O, oxygen minus, plus charge here. So these are the regenerating structures or contributing structures of nitrobenzene. You have got 5 regenerating structures, and you see, just see, the nitro group withdraws electrons from the conjugated system. That's why initially nitro group having one negative charge, but right now this oxygen carries negative charge over it. So this one has negative mesomeric effect. This is called negative mesomeric effect. Let us write down. I am providing you few examples of electron withdrawing groups. C double bond O, OH, simply nitro group. Clear? And that is also here C double bond O, OR, ester group. It is electron withdrawing in nature. Aldehyde group. This is also electron withdrawing in nature, and likewise. Just remember. Okay. So today we have discussed 2 important electronic effects, that is resonance effect, and another one is electromeric effect. Go through that. Thank you for your kind attention. Bye bye.